Welcome to Positive Atheism English channel. Today I am going to read out to you an article on Reminiscence and Vision of a Rationalist, which is written by Mr. Dhaneshwar Sahu, an atheist. By conviction, I am a rationalist, agnostic, atheist, and free thinker. I do not consider rationalism, agnosticism, atheism, and free thought to be all synonymous, though there is great resemblance among them, and they belong to the same conceptual category. Between any two of them, there is some subtle difference, but all of them imply an identical life stance. Conceptually, any of these notions may be slightly different from the rest, but at a pragmatic level, they imply almost the same philosophy of life. Further, I confess that I have not inherited a rational vision of life from a family or from a social environment. On the contrary, I was born to orthodox religious parents, and my upbringing was in a conservative rural environment. Village life was largely infected with superstitions, caste-mindedness, and orthodoxy. People used to worship idols of various gods and goddesses by observing different religious festivals and bizarre rituals. Poverty, superstition, ignorance, untouchability, and caste discriminations were vogue in village life. Even animal sacrifice and some ugly customs were prevalent in the villages to appease some duties that people believed. This was an overall scenario in rural life 6 or 7 decades ago. The purpose behind the religious observance was that the deity will save the village from any untoward danger. Though my village Bhuban in the district of Dhenkanal, Odisha was the largest village in the state, in my childhood days there was neither road communication nor electricity in my village. After matriculation, I came to study in college and was exposed to the outside world. Years of reading, acquaintance with some rationalist thinkers, practical experience of life, reasoning, and reflection made me a rationalist. As a student of philosophy, I had the privilege of reading the works of great minds of the West and Indian philosophical systems. While prosecuting my studies in Ravenshaw College, now it is University, and Utkal University, I adhered to the Gandhian values and was inspired by the ideals of Sarvodaya on account of my acquaintance with some veteran Gandhians of Odisha. Their simple lifestyle, adherence to truth and nonviolence, commitment to humanistic ideals, and dedication to social service inspired me greatly in my young days. Through my acquaintance with the Gandhians of Odisha, I came to know about the Atheist Center Vijayawada and its founders Gora and Saraswati Gora. Out of curiosity to know about the Atheist Center, I attended the Second World Atheist Conference in 1980 at Vijayawada, which was an eye-opener to me. For the first time, I witnessed the miracle demonstration of B. Premananda, a great rationalist of India, and firewalking program in the Atheist Center. I also came to know about the self-respect movement of Periyar. From the bookstalls in the premises of the conference, I collected most of the works of Gora and books of Periyar in English. I had also read the works of Abraham T. Kovor. The works of Kovor, Periyar, and Gora left an indelible impression on my mind. Gradually, I developed a rapport with B. Premanand, and our friendly tie continued till his death. He had visited Odisha a number of times on my request, and I was a part of his work to form Federation of Indian Rationalist Association, that is FIRA, and a publication of Indian Skeptic. Similarly, I established my rapport with Lavanam and Dr. Vijayam and other rational colleagues of different states. After 1980, I decided to create rationalist literature in Odisha, and by the by, I wrote on or translated the works of Kovur, Gora, and Periyar. In this process of exposure and learning, I turned to be a rationalist or atheist. I established Odisha Rationalist Society in my village and later on founded Humanist Rationalist Organization Odisha with some committed and like-minded rationalist friends. As a student of philosophy and in my professional career as a teacher of philosophy, I like to read the history of the development of human civilization, philosophical ideas, and history of religions. Any study of human civilization shows that once upon a time, man was in a barbaric state and primitive condition. The progress of civilization started with man's knowledge of agriculture, domestication of animals, invention of language for communication, etc. Civilization has progressed by leaps and bounds through millennia. In the past, man was facing many hurdles and challenges for his survival. There are historical evidence how some civilizations meet with annihilation on account of some natural calamity or epidemic in the past. In the long past, men were living in small groups on account of which there have been thousands of dialects and languages in the world. Man's journey from a state of primitivism to this present age of technological sophistication has been due to human effort and inquisitiveness. Man's continuous quest, effort, and inquisitiveness have increased human knowledge for the betterment of life. In the present situation, we find some nations are developed and some are backward or in a developing state. People of developed nations have not been blessed by any deity, or nor have the backward nations have been cursed. Social, economic, political, and cultural conditions help nations to be developed or remain backward. Progress of civilization, culture, literature, science, art, philosophy, etc. has been on account of man's quest and creativity. No God has given them to man, nor has any progress descended from the sky. Man is the maker of civilization, culture, and his destiny. Though man has been there on earth for thousands and thousands of years, modern science began with the European Renaissance and Enlightenment. Scientific pursuit expanded to various areas and explored many mysteries of nature. The theory of evolution explained how different species, including human beings, have emerged through a long period of slow and gradual change. The age-old beliefs of most of the religious texts that the world, man, and all living beings have been created by some god was found to be untrue and false. When there was no scientific knowledge and ignorance reigned supreme, man had speculated that all epidemics and natural calamities are God's punishment to man for his sin. But such a belief was found to be baseless, as man came to know that the cause of epidemics and was able to control them. Science not only explained many age-old mysteries of nature, but also established the concept of a naturalistic order. According to naturalism, all phenomena, starting from particles to the complexity of nature or human consciousness, can be explained by natural causes. Natural causes consist of observation and experiment, open process of verification and generalization, laws and theories that come under the methods of science. Naturalism rejects anything that is supernatural, which is beyond the casual and spatio-temporal framework. The foundational basis of science accepts that everything arises from natural causes. There are many mysteries of nature, but there is nothing supernatural or spiritual explanation of events. This theoretical understanding of what science, scientific explanation, scientific spirit are made my conviction clear to believe in rationalism and atheism. And from here, I shall continue in the next episode again. Thank you.
For more videos, please subscribe to our Positive Atheism English channel presented by Samaram channels, which has crossed more than 20 crore views. Please like, subscribe and share our videos, and for notification of our new videos, please click the bell icon.